Okay, so let's jump back in. We were still floating there in the fourth heaven, the sun, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Surrounded by those, well, those brilliant spirits, the wise ones, reconciled in those orbiting crowns.
Such a powerful image. And now we're moving on, diving into the 13th canto of Paradise.
Canto 13, yep.
And, this is actually our 80th deep dive together.
80. Wow, that's quite something.
It really is. So our mission for this one, like always, is to look closely at this specific canto and, well, pull out something useful, something practical for, our own journeys.
And Paradise keeps offering these insights, doesn't it? This canto gets into a really interesting sort of intellectual puzzle.
Okay, so what's happening? We're still in the fourth heaven.
Still there. Those two crowns of wise spirits, they're still dancing, singing. It's this incredible celestial harmony.
Got it. And then St. Thomas Aquinas starts speaking again.
He does, and he picks up on this doubt, this question he sees forming in Dante's mind.
Ah, right. It connects back to something Thomas said earlier about King Solomon, about him being the wisest among men.
Exactly. The question buzzing in Dante's head is basically, how can Solomon be the absolute wisest if you've got Christ, who is God incarnate, and Adam, created perfect by God? Surely they had superior wisdom.
Okay, yeah, that seems like a fair question, a potential contradiction.
It does, but Thomas clarifies it beautifully. He explains there's a crucial difference between types of wisdom.
Ah, okay, so it's not all the same category of wise.
Precisely. Solomon's wisdom, his sapientia, was very specific. It was practical, kingly wisdom, the kind he actually asked God for, remember, to govern his people well.
Right, to be a good ruler. That specific job.
Exactly. And for that purpose, Thomas says, he was unsurpassed. No king was wiser in that practical, governing sense.
But Christ and Adam.
Well, they possess a different kind of knowledge, perfect, universal knowledge, Christ obviously as God. And Adam, created directly in perfection by God. Theirs was a, let's say, completeness of understanding far beyond Solomon's specific request.
So it's like comparing, I don't know, an amazing specialist surgeon with someone who understands the entire universe. Different kinds of knowing.
That's a great analogy. It really is about the scope and the nature of the wisdom involved. And untangling this leads Thomas to, maybe the most powerful warning in the canto, something incredibly relevant for us.
Ooh, what's that?
He warns very strongly against judging too quickly, against making up your mind based just on, well, appearances, surface level stuff.
Okay, tell me more. How does he put it?
He uses these really vivid, earthy examples like don't assume every branch you see, even if it looks healthy, is definitely going to bear good fruit.
Okay. Things aren't always what they seem.
Exactly. Or, don't assume every thorny bush is just a useless blackthorn that'll never flower. Some thorny things bloom unexpectedly.
Right. And the opposite, too.
Yes. Even someone who looks like the most expert sailor, totally competent, could still shipwreck. Appearances can be so deceptive.
Wow. That really cuts through.
And his conclusion from all this is profound. Only God, who sees everything, the whole picture, the inner reality, can truly judge. We simply don't have that perspective.
That's a huge call for humility in how we view things and people. It ties back into those dancing spirits too, doesn't it? The imagery.
It really does. The way they're described, like concentric rainbows reflecting, it hints at that complexity. We see reflections, maybe echoes, not always the full reality. It contrasts our limited view with that divine completeness. And Solomon, the fifth light, his specific wisdom finds its proper place here.
Okay, so let's bring this home. For you listening, navigating your own life, what are the key lessons, the takeaways from Canto 13?
Well, first, I think, is valuing specialization, like Solomon's gift. You don't need to know everything. Excelling in your specific area, your role, that has immense value.
That's really encouraging, actually. What else?
Second, and this is maybe the hardest one today, don't judge on appearances. Seriously. In this world of instant opinions and social media, this canto is shouting, pause, wait, look deeper, suspend that judgment.
Such ancient wisdom feeling incredibly modern. Okay, third.
Intellectual humility. Know your limits. Ask for what you need for your role, not for omniscience. Recognizing what you don't know is, ironically, the start of real understanding.
I like that. And fourth.
Appreciating the diversity of talents. Just like there are different kinds of wisdom, there are so many kinds of excellence. Think back to Dominic and Francis, different paths, both valuable. It's the same here with intellect. All these forms are precious.
Makes sense. And one more.
Finally, maybe underpinning it all is patience. Life unfolds. People reveal themselves over time. Situations change. Appearances deceive, remember. So practice patience. Resist that urge to make a final assessment right away.
Okay, so summarizing Canto 13.
Yeah.
Value specialized skills, be incredibly careful about judging based on surfaces, stay humble about what you know, appreciate different talents, and cultivate patience.
That covers the core of it, I think. A lot to work with there.
Definitely. So, as you go about your day, here's that final thought for you to ponder. Where in your life right now might you be mistaking an appearance for the whole reality? It could be a person, a situation, even yourself. And how might just stepping back, practicing a little patience, change how you see something you've maybe already made your mind up about?
That's a really good question to sit with.
It is. Well, this has been another fascinating deep dive. Thanks for exploring paradise with us again. We really look forward to continuing this journey together next time.